All right, let's get started. As promised before, this is my digital way of organizing my property. It's not the perfect, but it works for me just the way I like it, and I like to organize things. I would like to apologize for sounding a little different today because I have a cold, but that's not gonna stop me from making these educational videos for you guys. I started this journey in 2022. That's when I bought my property. I started, putting everything together in 2022, 2023. It was a bit too detailed for my liking, and I did not really like it because it was also difficult to follow. It was organized, but not to the best of my liking. And this is where I started to split things into different tabs, such as mortgage payments, utility payments, insurance, property tax, utilities accounts, property information, then we have rental income, maintenance, and so on. So for rental income, I know it's kind of funny because I'm not going to use my tenants' real names. What I would do is I would put their names here, the rental amount, the date, and any notes. So in next note section, I would say things like did the were they late on a rental payment? Did they say something? Just kind of capture the notes, but luckily they did not. So even though they were 1 or 2 days late, I just let it slide. Anyways, I will show you guys what I do, for example, in the mortgage payments tab. So I capture all the amounts, which days it gets deducted from my bank account, and what was the mortgage, term, such as it was 2.09% variable. Good times. I really miss that. The payment was good, but then the rate started to rise, so I switched to fixed. Not good. That's my monthly payment went up a lot. I would say more than $800. It does hurt your cash flow. Anyway, here we also have utility payments. So from 2024 and 2025, I became more organized. I would put utility providers' names here on the column section here, and then here I would have all these rows of months from January to December, and then I would have the amount for Enbridge, for Reliance, Hydro One, Kawartha Lakes Water, that's where I'm from, and the monthly total. It's all easy. I put all the formulas down there, and then I create a total for 2024. I put the sum of all of these numbers basically from one column to another column, and yeah, pretty easy to follow. Then I have insurance column. I put the home insurance, rental insurance, all of the jazz, the payments here, easy to follow. So you'll be asking me, why do I have all of these numbers? Why do I capture everything? The reason is quite simple. Every year when I do my tax return, I show all of these expenses. I show how much I made in the rental income, and my my expenses such as rental insurance. Then I have some maintenance information, how much I paid for what. The details I would always put on a separate link because you don't want to see all the details here. It's just too redundant. And this is where I would put a link that you click, and then you go to the Google Drive specific folder where you find the detailed information that says what were your maintenance items, how much did you pay, which date was the work done, etc. And of course, the total. So for last year, it was pretty good, $951. It was awesome. For 2024, it was a bit high. So another way is to track the numbers. All right, then we have property information. It's quite simple. You don't have to go too details. You could if you want. I have the main details such as year of construction, the foundation type, etc., etc. Let's go back here. Property tax. Yeah. So you have your roll number, the lot number, the plan number, all of that stuff. And then you talk about which date the property tax was deducted and how much was the amount. If you remember, I did speak about using PayRec to register for your property tax and water bill information. It's very handy and it's digital. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it. The last thing is, why do I tell everybody, not just my clients, but also my friends and family members, to organize their properties digitally so that you can see where things are going, and you can pull up your property tax information, your mortgage information, utilities, everything. It actually helps to decrease your cognitive load, makes it easier for you to submit your information to your accountant and even to me, your mortgage lender, or sorry, mortgage agent, so that I can run your numbers and I can give you better advice. That's all from today.